Hi, everyone. I'm Catherine Heeg, founder of Customized Management Solutions and social media marketing strategist for the tourism and travel industry. Thanks so much for joining us live here on Facebook as we pull back the curtain and share some insider scoop on upcoming group sales success summit. Marketing tips that I'm going to share as well. So since we're live, please type your questions into the comment section right on Facebook and as possible. So it's here in the house. So I'm going to turn it over about the upcoming group sales success summit.
Well, hi, Catherine. Thanks for having me here. I'm very excited to be with you all. Can you see me? Can you hear me okay? It's coming in a little choppy.
A little choppy.
All right, I'll keep going. Basically, I am so excited, Catherine, because we have 1,879 travel professionals signed up for this epic event. It will be epic because we have so many agents participating. We have so many incredible speakers lined up, and we've just extended it to 10 days. So I am so excited.
Cool. That's going to be so cool, Stuart. It's going to be awesome. So tell us a little bit more about how you got the idea to start this group sales summit.
Well, first, the most important thing is that, as you know, and so many of my friends and colleagues know, to me, affinity group business is critical to the success of all agents. I believe that it's such a need. Consumers need them to do groups because they can't do it themselves. And it's such a profitable and rewarding area. So first I did boot camp, which is my training program. And then I said, how can I reach the masses? How can I gather the biggest group of agents possible who are ambitious and who want to really get fired up about groups? Catherine, what I find is that so many agents are so close. They're this close to launching a big, beautiful, thriving, healthy group business. They just need a little encouragement. They need some new methods, some new strategies. So I learned from another summit, an online summit that I attended, and I learned so much from the summit, and I learned how to create an event, an online event like this to reach the masses. And it's win-win-win, Catherine. It's a win for the agent community. It's a win for all of the suppliers and the brands and the professional coaches who are participating. And it's a win for all the brands involved, that they're going to get more group business than ever before. Very excited.
It is super exciting. And as a speaker, I am so thrilled to be part of this because for me, it's just helping agents out and helping them understand a little bit more and grow their business, which to me is what we're all here for. So what's going on with it? How many suppliers do you have signed up so far?
Well, we have a wonderful combination of suppliers, and I like to call them brands because I think an agent should never slip and say the word supplier when they're talking to a client. So let me start conditioning everybody to say brand and say the brand. Say celebrity, say Amur Waterway, say Playa Resorts, say the brand. In any case, we have a wonderful mix of brands. We have a wonderful mix of professional business coaches like you, like Mike Marshall, like Nolan Burris, like Dan Chappelle, like Margie Jordan. So many wonderful, incredible people, Geraldine Ray, so many who have stepped up to offer their expertise, their best tips. Plus, we've got a handful of hand-picked travel professionals that have done exceedingly, excessively well in the group arena. And Catherine, we're going to highlight their story so that it may inspire others to say, wow, I can do that. One more bit of news I just have to tell you, because we have so much content. It's bigger than I ever dreamt possible. we extended it from 7 days to 10 days to give everybody more time to absorb all the content.
That's a great idea, Stuart. I love it, because then if somebody wants to go back and listen to something again, they've got the opportunity to do that.
Exactly. That's true. Because once they're in, they can toggle back and forth and see it.
Yeah. So what happens if somebody signs up and they listen to all the content and they realize that somebody else in their office would really benefit from something like that? Can they just give them the information and the other person can listen in as well?
Absolutely. So I'm trying to make this as accessible as possible. So there's nothing standing in the way for anybody to say, I can't do it. No, you can. All you need to do is go to the web page. It's off my website. Now you're going to show that link, and it just sign up. All I need is your first name, your email address, and you will get the daily link. Here's how it works. Every day of the summit, starting August 1st, I'm going to send out an email to everybody who has signed up. And then they're going to get the agenda to see which speakers are speaking on that day. And they're going to be able to click and play any of those videos. And some of them have accompanying special PDFs too that people can download. That's how it works. So yes, if you have an office, if you have other folks who have been dying to get into groups, if you have colleagues and friends, join us. My goal is to top 2,000 agents. We're so close.
Wow, very cool, very cool. Well, from my perspective, putting together my video was a ton of fun because I got to really think about what's going to help somebody from a group's perspective. And it was great fun putting it together. And I hope everybody enjoys it, listening and watching it as much as I did putting it together. What are you hearing from other brands out there as far as their fun putting it together, or their content?
Well, what's been great is I gave all of our speakers no rules. I said, hey, what are you just aching to share with our agent community that will inform, inspire, and help them transform their businesses? So, for instance, your content, Catherine, not only have you been a mentor and a coach to me, helping me understand social marketing and Facebook Live, you've been such a gem helping me grow my practice, but your stuff is going to help agents market with such greater financial smarts, so they're not wasting money, they're targeting better. We have a LinkedIn specialist, my friend Teddy. He's going to give 3 solid, easy to do tips how to use LinkedIn to generate new business and to stay close to your loyal customers. We've got Geraldine, she's talking about making the shift. We've got others talking about the mindset. If you've got the fear, how do you break through that fear? We've got Nolan talking about fees. How do you deal with fees? What's nice is there'll certainly be some overlap, which is good because you want to hear perspectives and you want to hear stuff a couple of times to make sure it sinks in. But the variety of information is vast. Plus, some are speeches, like you did your own keynote type training speech, and some are interviews. Like, for instance, I just interviewed Bobby Groves from Mark Travel Corporation. So that's a bit more of an engaging type of presentation.
Yeah. Oh, I love it, because then no matter what the agent is looking for as far as information or content, it's all right there at their fingertips. This is so cool, Stuart. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very cool. And video, how did you decide to go with video rather than PDFs or any other format?
Well, hands down, if I was to try to produce an event with over 40 speakers, coordinating live presentations would be impossible. We are so pressed for time that we just can't say, oh, I've got to be there. Even for this Facebook Live, we're so grateful if you've been able to be here with us, but it's tough. So it's all video, Kat, 100% video. They can click and play it and consume it when it's most convenient. That's the way to go in video. I do in my practice, in my business practice, so much video. I do live stuff. I do recorded stuff. And I just feel so bad for those folks, if you're listening now, that, oh, I'm not good enough. You're thinking I can't do it. Well, you can. You just, where's my phone? You just get your old iPhone, turn it on. Of course, there are a couple little tips and tricks, and just do it. People want to see a smiling, happy face, right? It's so much more engaging. And you know what? If you can't see my video now, that's all right. If you've got insomnia, you can watch it at 2:00 in the morning.
Well, that's the cool thing about video. And you can skip ahead if you don't think you're enjoying something, or you can go back and listen to it again and again. Now, Stuart, I hear from a lot of travel pros out there that they're afraid to be in front of the camera. They're afraid to be doing what you and I are doing here today. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm hoping that people will get over. Because in my video, I'm going to be talking about why video is so important. And today, I'm going to pull back the curtain a little bit and showcase some ways that you can do video and get the benefits of video without being face-to-face with your video camera. Did you ever have fear about doing live video, Stuart?
Well, I'm the exception to the norm. My problem is you give me an opportunity to record myself or take a stage, and I'll be the first one there. That said, before I decided to do a lot of live stuff, I definitely had fears and trepidations because I'd have to go back and edit. And then when I said, let me just do it live, let me just have a concept of what I want to say and let it flow freely. I'll just be me. Like you and I, we didn't script this. We had an idea, right, of where we want to go today. We talked about it, and we trust that we're just going to, and if there's a little flub, that's okay. Just be yourself. Let it flow like you're having a conversation with a friend.
That's exactly it. When I first started doing video, oh my God, it would take me 6 takes to get, 30 seconds out there. My hair wasn't right. I messed something up. And now it's like I'm 1 take and that's it. And if it needs a little editing, well, that's okay. Usually I just leave it as it is. So video right now is so hot. I found this stat that I thought was really cool. It says that 64% of consumers make a purchase after watching a branded social media video. So that to me is huge. And why wouldn't you want your people to be watching and paying attention to what you're doing? So in my video for your group sales success summit, I talked about video and advertising. So let's talk a little bit about what kinds of video are popular right now. Well, there's one kind of video that you can do without even being in front of the camera, and it's called a slideshow video. So I'm sure a lot of you have done some of these slideshow videos, but if you want to type in the chat box, have you used Facebook or have you used Animoto or some other tool? If you just want to type that in the chat box, that would be great. And a slideshow video is super easy. You just load up some of your still images, maybe that you've taken on a fam trip or on a ship site inspection. You load those up and it creates a video for you automatically. Piece of cake, really easy. And then there's the other kind of video that you shoot and edit. So maybe this is some video that you take on a fam trip or some travel tips that you create a video about with yourself talking. And then you go back and edit it, and then you can roll it out over time or embed it into a blog, all kinds of things you can do with that kind of video. And then last but not least, there's the live streaming video like you and I are doing here today. It's a ton of fun, isn't it, Stuart?
It is. It's you really, the adrenaline is rushing because when you do something live, you never know what's going to happen, and it's really fun.
Yeah, whether it's technology issues like we had a little bit of at the beginning or whatever, but you roll with it. So live stream video, maybe you do something from a hotel or a ship site inspection, or you do an interview sort of like this. But what the tip that I want to offer for today is try to market it in advance. So you know that your key people, your potential clients are going to be listening in. And so how Stuart and I did this was we encouraged you to sign up, obviously, by giving away a downloadable freebie. It's a great way to encourage people to show up by giving them something for free. And then if you're going live on your desktop, like Stuart and I are doing here, there's a tool called BeLive.tv, which is what we're using here today. And again, if you want to type in the chat box, if you've used this tool before or not, that would be great. And video is so popular, and I can see why you chose it for the summit, Stuart. Anything else you want to pass along about the summit?
I do. I think just with as every conference, have a goal, have a mission. When you finish with the summit, when you hear all this information, don't let it overload you and weigh you down and end up putting your action plan off. Go into it with a purpose, just like you were going to an actual conference in a city, in a hotel. What's your purpose, friends? What do you want to learn? What information do you need to hear? And when you hear it, listen to it over and over, make your notes, and go do it. I believe in this phrase, Catherine: information, application, transformation. You and I, we can only give the information, okay, speckled with some motivation, but it takes all of you guys and gals out there who are watching us right now to apply it. Because if you do, it's a guarantee, not a maybe, that you will be transformed. So that's would be, get excited, get ready. Hey, listen, it's probably going to be about maybe an hour a day investing of your time if you can do it on the day-to-day schedule. But have that mission in mind. And some speakers will resonate with people differently. And that's the beauty of the variety that we're offering.
And that's what's cool about it, because you can pick and choose. You might listen to it at nighttime before you're getting ready for bed, or as you're commuting to work, or on the train as you're leaving for the weekend. Whatever it is, you've got it at your fingertips. And then it's a matter of putting it to work for you. Indeed. So, Stuart, we are just about out of time, and I don't want this to click off without us getting in any final tips. And my question to everyone out there is, would you like to see more Facebook Lives like this, with Stuart and I offering some tips or answering some questions along the way? If you just want to type that into the chat box, that'll help us understand. And also type in what other topics that you might want to hear about. That would be a great help, because again, like the summit, we're here to put out content that works for you and that's going to help you grow your business. So hope to see all of you at the Sales Summit. And Stuart, back to you.
Yep, just want to let everybody know that I have committed to doing one Facebook Live tip a day in our private Facebook group for the summit. So if you guys are not in the private Facebook group for the Group Sales Success Summit, come on in. And right after you and I finish, Catherine, I'm shutting this down, firing that up, and I'm going to give the tip of the day.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, we'll see everyone on Facebook Live and in that Facebook group that Stuart has set up. And please remember to visit each of our websites and our Facebook business pages as well. Thanks so much for joining us.